Alright, who's in the mood for ice cream today?
So we're gonna make some parfaits.
Today we are going to be pulling recipes from Danger by Design. If you remember the parfait making mini game, you do not by any means have to try doing all of them, but since we had to get all the ingredients, we decided to go ahead and do all 7 of them today anyway. I think it's 7. We're gonna do small ones of those, so we have these mini parfait glasses we are going to be using so that we don't make ourselves absolutely ragingly sick from eating 7 full-size parfaits. But if you just have one that you think looks extra good to you, by all means, get a full-size parfait glass and go from there. Let's talk about ingredients. So for the parfaits, if you're doing all of them together, which by the way, this would be a fantastic party activity, or like if you were having a get-together, sleepover with your friends, party, whatever, lay out all the ingredients, let everyone make their own Nancy Drew themed parfait. Let's say that you're making all of them. You are going to need vanilla ice cream, chocolate ice cream, strawberry ice cream, and caramel ice cream. You're going to need a few toppings. You're going to want some bananas. You're going to want some fruit. Now, we're going to go with the obvious guess on these and say that they would have used strawberries, but honestly, it's kind of hard to tell from the picture for sure what they used.
Yeah, we know it's some type of berry.
It's a red berry, but it's definitely not sliced fresh strawberries. So for that, what we're going to do is we've got some fresh strawberries, but we're going to cut them up into little pieces and then cook them on the stove just for a few minutes.
Kind of make them a little
with
jammy.
some sugar and make them more like preserves, but we didn't want to just use straight up strawberry preserves. Then you're going to need some tapioca pearls. We have these right here, the multicolored ones. If you absolutely can't find the multicolored ones, you can use standard dark ones. They're going to taste the same, but these are going to look like the ones used in the game here.
And then some whipped cream.
And I think that's everything. So first things first, we are going to get our strawberries done so that they can cool off a little so we don't melt our ice cream. We're not really going with precise amounts today, so however many strawberries you want to make, just kind of eyeball however many you feel like you want in your parfait. We're going to cut those up, put them in our pot, add a spoon of sugar, and cook them on the stove just for a few minutes. So let's get to that.
Strawberries are all chopped up.
Gonna put this over, let's say medium heat, and then the amount of sugar is more or less irrelevant. We're just gonna throw a spoonful over top. And honestly, adding about a splash of water would be good, just so that it will go ahead and not scorch in the meantime, so we can do it on a higher heat. Just got a slight splash. Should I show up at your recital dressed as Prudence Stratford?
Yes, should.
It won't scare you?
Nah, maybe it will distract me from what I'm doing.
I don't think you want to be distracted from what you're doing at your recital.
I want to be distracted.
Why?
Because then I'll stop thinking about all the people watching me and I'll just be laughing about how dumb you look.
Oh, so it's not where I would be inspiring you. You think that I'm going to make a fool of myself.
Yeah, so people will less likely notice the fool I'm making of myself.
That does sound like friendship. The strawberries are definitely looking like they're softened up a bit, so we're going to go ahead and take those off the heat and get our tapioca going. So for cooking instructions on those, if you buy them in a pack, the pack will generally have instructions on the back. I'm guessing probably about a half cup will give us what we need today, because only a couple of them call for it. So we are going to heat up about this much water to a boil.
Let's throw our pearls to the swine.
Okay. So we're gonna leave these in the pot until they float to the surface, and then when that happens, following the instructions on the kind that we have right here, we're gonna cover that and cook it over medium for another 2 or 3 minutes.
Float, my little tapiocas! Float!
It's been 2 or 3 minutes, so now we have cut off the heat. We're gonna let it set for another 2 or so minutes, and then we're gonna scoop them out and put them in cold water to stop the cooking process. Let's scoop them out.
Oh, look how fat they are.
Are they cute? gonna go ahead and chop up the bananas, and those are just standard sliced into rounds. Let's talk about our whipped cream. You can definitely use some from the can, but I have some heavy cream. We're gonna use that. It's gonna taste better anyway. So we're gonna take 1 cup of cream, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and about a ½ teaspoon or so of vanilla extract. Put it in a bowl and beat that till it fluffs up. So time for assembly. Starting off with parfait number 1. Let's get to it, shall we? Honestly, depending on what brand of strawberry ice cream you use, it may or may not have much color definition. This one, the colors kind of all blended together. If you look really close, you can tell, but
I'm mainly tasting caramel,
yeah,
which is delicious. I mean, and the banana goes really well with it. I give it a yum yum and a half. It's quite good. I like it. I think the flavors all work together very well.
Yeah, I just got a scoop with both the caramel and the strawberry together. Very good.
I love banana with caramel. What?
Yes, the banana and caramel goes really well together. Moving on to parfait number 2.
I like it less already because I'm not
You don't
as
like
big
the
of a
chocolate?
chocolate fan.
Gotcha. Alright, so if you like chocolate ice cream, this may or may not be your type.
Still good, but I prefer the other one over this. It just tastes like chocolate.
So this one is good, but definitely the prevalent flavor is chocolate. So you get little notes of the other, but it's going to be mainly chocolatey.
I think this is the prettiest one.
This one,
Yes.
it's quite very
Nice
cute.
to look at.
So if you want to make one just so that it looks cute, this one did very well at that.
Let's see how the tapioca pearls work with it.
Yeah, let me get one. There's a nice amount of chew to it. It's not too hard, but it does give it some nice texture. I do like the texture in there. So I just got a bite that had strawberry and tapioca and whipped cream. Definitely
it tastes
recommend.
pretty good. The tapioca pearls really don't have a taste.
So far, I really like this one. I don't know.
This is, again,
It's good.
I like it less
but-
than the other chocolate one, even.
Yeah, so this one, it doesn't mesh as well together, although you would think chocolate and strawberries and whipped cream, perfect combination, but somehow the other one did work a little bit better as far as a chocolate one goes.
Maybe the caramel helped it.
I think, again, the chocolate's kind of drowning out everything else.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
It's good. This is how I like my sundaes to taste. I don't like chocolate syrup or all that. put some walnuts on here and it'd be perfect.
Definitely some walnuts would be great, especially if you did like some candied nuts on this. Like freshly made, still warm. So this one might be in second place so far.
We'll rank them all at the end.
So if you don't like ice cream, but you're doing this with your friends and you want to get in on it and you like fruit and whipped cream, let's try this and see if you'll enjoy it or not. This one feels like if you've had a lot to eat in the summertime and you want something a little bit sweet but not too heavy, it's kind of the classic fruit topped with whipped cream but with a little extra chew added from the tapioca. I wouldn't rate this as number 1 or number 2, but it does definitely rank very well in its own way. Again, I really like when I get the spoonfuls with tapioca and strawberry, which I just got there. They go really well together.
All I'm learning from this experience is that I don't like chocolate ice cream, and I almost just swallowed a whole tapioca pearl.
So I do like chocolate ice cream, but I think the chocolate is kind of drowning out all the other flavors. Unless you really like chocolate, you might want to go with something a little bit lighter, or just do smaller layers of chocolate.
How I would rate them.
Now that we're 7 Sundays in and a little bit sugar buzzed, I'm having a hard time remembering what all was in which one. So let's try to see how we rated each one.
I think I would rate the first one we made number 1.
So on the notes page, I'm just gonna make note.
My favorite. She's going to mark
So
it.
Sharon's
She'll make it for me again.
All right, number 2 was chocolate ice cream, caramel ice cream, bananas, topped with whipped cream.
This was the best of the chocolate ones?
Yeah, so I'm gonna rate that this was the best with chocolate. I did really like that one, so I would say that one will be in the top 2 or 3. Fantasy.
I'd put this
number
at like
3.
2.
That one was berries, vanilla ice cream, tapioca, strawberry, and whipped cream. I liked that one because it was nice and fruity, but you didn't like it as much.
No, I put that at 3. Okay, I just have to look at them all again. Okay. And then number 2, I would put Lulu.
Lulu was really good. That was the
Lulu
bananas
number 2.
and caramel layers. So that was your number 2.
And then the other one was,
We had one that was just layers of chocolate and whipped cream and berries. And that one was good, but it didn't really stand out. So I think for me, that's probably going to be like a 5 or 6.
yes. And number 4, I put the Carbo Parfait.
Okay.
Then I think number 5 would be the Mystique.
Mystique. Alright, so the Mystique was the one that was no ice cream in it. It was just fruit, cream, and tapioca pearls. So I liked that. It was good in a specific way, but it wasn't good in the same ways that the others were since there was no ice cream. So that one, I think the rating is going to totally depend on whether you prefer something with or without ice cream.
Yes.
The rating would fluctuate from day to day. So the last one we did just now, tropical.
I put that as 6.
Okay, because yeah, the chocolate kind of like muddled everything flavor-wise.
And then number 5 would, number 7 would be the.
Alright, let's see some welfare.
I think that was the one.
And that was the one that I think I said I was confused that it wasn't better because chocolate and strawberry goes so well together and strawberry and whipped cream goes so well together.
That is number 7 for me.
Alright, so that was your least favorite. We still have like a little bit left of each one if you want to like compare ones that you're not sure on.
Eat the one that I enjoy. The strawberry, the
Honestly,
caramel,
I do think this
banana.
one might be a little bit better than the Lulu because there's a little bit more going on with it other than just bananas and caramel. And let me go back and taste the Lulu and make sure that I still like that one better than the Lulu. Okay, but the Lulu is really good. And this was the one that we said try it with walnuts. So if you had this with some candied walnuts on top.
This is amazing. But the strawberries with the other flavors.
So if you make these as it calls for, directly following the recipe, first one is better than this one. However, if you make this one and candy yourself some fresh walnuts and then add them with this one will win. So if you want to cheat a little bit and vary the recipe.
Or just add walnuts to the first one and it's got everything.
Well, this one has a stronger caramel flavor. So yeah, these two here, it's very hard to say which one is better depending on how you do it. But let's compare the ones with chocolate and say which one of those was
They're
the best.
all nasty.
Okay.
They're all chocolate.
So the 3 with chocolate in them because they were definitely the ones we struggled with the most on ranking.
1, 2, 3.
I don't know, honestly, I feel like all the chocolate ones more or less tie with each other. Because eating them side by
1,
side, they just all taste like chocolate ice cream.
2, 3.
Okay, we'll go with her rating because she has an opinion.
I should be an official parfait taster. Who wants to hire me?
If you want to try them all, but you don't want to make them all on the same day and eat 7 parfaits.
Like we just did. I think I might be sick.
This is our approximate estimation rating of the order of best to least best.
This is what
I wouldn't say best to
my
worst
taste
because
buds
none of them
say.
were bad.
This is best to worst for
best
me.
to least best.
So. Oh, the holy grail of parfaits.
The holy grail of parfaits.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
was a lot of ice cream. Anyway. Thank you all for joining us.
Farewell.
Hopefully this wasn't overly too long-winded considering that all we did was eat ice cream and spend an overly long amount of time ranking things.
Alright, you know what we're gonna say on 3?
What?
Au revoir.
Mystery time.
There's a mystery.
What amusement do we have for our viewers in the meanwhile while we wait since I made a mistake?
Woo! If your kid cries, just threaten to lick their forehead. Works every time.
I feel like that'll be a good thumbnail one.
I made the thumbnail.